Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Myself, 3rd Officer Amrit Lepcha of Kumdini Homes, Kalimpong, 5 Bengal Battalion. On behalf of NCC, or you can say National Cadet Corps or Second Line of Defense, I congratulate you all for getting enrolled in this organization, which is one of the largest organizations in India. So today, I'll try to explain you all the history of NCC. The history of NCC can be categorized into two phases, that is pre-independent phase and post-independent phase. So in today's video, I'll try to cover the pre-independent phase of NCC. The evolution of NCC can be traced back to that period of World War I, 1914. World War I, 1914. The casualties suffered by the British Army in the war was so heavy that the British government could not cope the demand of reinforcement. So in order to meet the immediate requirements of the army, the British government introduced the Indian Defence Force Bill in the Legislative Council in Delhi on 21st February 1917. So the British government introduced the bill named the Indian Defence Force Bill on 21st February 1917. And this was the time where Indian nationalist leader was demanding the rightful place for Indians to command, or you can say to control, the British Army in higher rank. So the Indian nationalist leaders also supported the bill, and the bill was ultimately passed. And the bill was passed on 28 February 1917. After the transformation of the bill into an act, the enrollment of different youths of India, or you can say enrollment of the students from different university by the Governor General started in the youth organization named University Corps. So enrollment of the students started in the name of youth organization named University Corps. So you can see here the initial step taken by the government to form the youth organization was University Corps. World War was over in 1918. The British government formed Indian Army Committee in India. They formed Indian Army Committee in India. This committee introduced two bills. Number one, Auxiliary Force Bill, which is for European, so it is not important for us. Number two, Indian Defence Force Bill, and this bill is for imparting military training for the youths of India. Finally, this bill was approved by the government on 22nd September 1920 by the government. This bill was approved by the British government on 22nd September 1920. Under this Act, Indian Defence Force Bill Act, University Training or University Corps, which was the initial name of youth organization, was renamed or replaced by University Training Corps. So once again, I'll repeat this. After the formation of Indian Army Committee, the committee submitted two bills, that is Auxiliary Bills and Indian Defence Force Bill. Indian Defence Force Bill, which was approved by the government on 22nd September 1920, after getting approved by the government, University Corps, which was the initial name for the youth organization, was renamed or replaced as University Training Corps. As the time passed, or you can say the intensity of the war was slowly getting subsided, the British government thought that the trained, educated youth of India can create more problem to them. So the British government deactivated the function of University Training Corps. What they did? They defunctioned the activities of University Training Corps. Fortunately for us, fortunately is not the appropriate word which I should use, because I am always against the war, though I am not involved in any kind of nation war. But by looking at the pictures and videos in some museum, such as Vietnam Museum, once you enter the museum, you can feel the pain, cry, sorrow. So war is not good. Anyway, let's come to the point. After the outbreak of Second World War, British government faced the same problem, that is lack of reinforcement of the army. So they encouraged the British Indian youth to join the force. As you all know, that time protest movement was at the peak. So Indians denied the proposal, they denied to join the force. This compelled the British government to assure the freedom of India after war was over. Finally, University Training Corps was renamed as University Officers Training Training Corps in 1942. In 1942, University Training Corps was renamed as University Officers Training Corps. With this process, different types of unit in various parts of the country was established, such as Indian Air Training Corps, in Aligarh Muslim University, SSC, Sea Scout Corps must be in Mumbai. Such type of units was established in various parts of the country. Finally, the youth organization name was University Officers Training Corps in 1942. Slowly, the Indian Armed Forces started gaining its pace. By 1946, 18 UOTC means University Officers Training Corps was established in different parts of the country by 1946. So, today we have learned that why this youth organization, so-called NCC, was established, when was it established, and why was it established. So in my next video, we'll study the post-independent phase of NCC. By then, stay safe and healthy. Good night. Jai Hind.